I was very intentional when I made this video. So if this video finds you, it was meant for you. My name is Benedictine, the truth. I call myself the truth because I believe that it's only the truth that can set us free. I believe that we are in a hell realm. This realm wasn't created for us to thrive. This realm was created as a prison for us. We are being fed lies every day so that we don't find the truth. We are being manipulated every day so that we do not find the truth. We are being distracted every day so that we do not find the truth. Yes, we can meditate, try to detach ourselves from a lot of things. That's a good thing. But if we don't know what the truth is, we won't be able to set ourselves free. You could channel some entity that claims that it's here to help humanity and it's going to use you as its vessel. But if you do not know how to see the truth, it's also possible that that entity that you're channeling is manipulating you and the people that it's claiming that it wants to save. That is why we have so many religions in the world. People will read the Bible and convince themselves that God was the good guy in the Bible, even though he's the one who did a lot of horrible things, even though he's going to send his children to hell simply because they didn't find, what he calls the truth. Even though he hid from everyone. Even though he's not doing everything in his power to make sure that the whole world knows that what was written in the Bible is true. What was written in the Quran is true. People who believe in the Abrahamic God genuinely believe that he is good. He can never be wrong. He loves them unconditionally. And he's doing everything in his power to save humanity. That's what they believe. So they worship this God blindly. There are people who believe in New Age spirituality, who believe that when we die, we come back here until we finish learning all our lessons. So if there are some lessons that you haven't learned when you are here, you will have to come back, and that is a good thing. Don't ever think, hey, what if we are in a soul trap? What if there was nothing to learn here? Because what have I actually learned? Why is it that when I do good things, I get bad results? Am I here to learn to be a good person if doing good things is giving me bad results? How do I learn to be a good person? Who's teaching me to be a good person? Are people becoming good? Are there people who are actually good? Why don't I remember my past lives? Shouldn't I be able to remember the lessons that I've learned in the past? Even if I don't remember everything, but shouldn't I remember something so that I know that I'm here to learn, so that I know that this is a school? Because if this is a school, then it has to be the worst school ever. Because I don't even remember what the heck I'm learning. I'm confused. Life comes with no instructions. How can that be good? No instructions, huh? It's a school, but you're not being told what you're supposed to be doing, what you're supposed to be learning. No one is guiding me. They'll tell me that, hey, there's some spiritual guides. Where are those spiritual guides? You have to understand that everything that you are being told about this realm that seem good, it's just a distraction. You are in a hell realm. In this realm, not every person is operating at the same level of consciousness or at your level of consciousness. Some people are operating at a very low level of consciousness. There might be some people who are operating at a higher level of consciousness, but we are not operating at the same level of consciousness as people. That's very, very important to understand. This video is for people who are operating at a high level of consciousness. This video is for the people who are able to see things as they are. No matter how many people lie to you, you are able to see things as they are. Maybe you grew up in a Muslim country where you were being told that Allah is God and you must believe in Allah, you must pray 3 times a day, you must fast. But there was a part of you that was like, okay, this is BS. Grew up in a Christian country, your parents are Christians, your siblings are Christians, your neighbors are Christians, the people that you look up to are Christians, but you're able to see that it's BS. Do you know how hard it is to see the truth while everyone else believes lies? The things that you go through is because you are the only one who sees the truth. Everyone else believes lies. You try to have deep conversation with these people, they don't understand you. It gets to a point where you think they might just be NPCs. Like, but how is it that they don't understand what I'm saying? You become angry sometimes. Like, but this is obvious. Like, how do you not understand what I'm telling you? You're different. You're operating at a high level of consciousness. You're dealing with people who are operating at a very low level of consciousness. So they do not understand you and they cannot understand you. You are different. This video is for you. You can see that we are being lied to in this world, but a lot of people don't see that, but you can see that. When people try to lie to you, you can see that. You've been right about a lot of things that people have been wrong about. When you were growing up, you were right about a lot of things that other kids weren't right about. It was always you against the world. Your parents didn't understand you, they didn't know how to raise you. They felt like there was something wrong with you. You suffered a lot because you were different. This video is for you. Everyone knows you're different. Everyone knows you're different. Some people think that you're weird. Some people think that you must change. But when you look at them, you're like, come on, these people are ridiculous. Look at what they're doing. Look at what I'm doing. Why should I be like them? This video is for you. When you're operating at a high level of consciousness, you go through hell. So you deal with people who are still controlled by their primal instinct. People who can easily be influenced by those who are in power. If you are different, this kind of people will judge you. If they get an opportunity to stab you at the back, they will. These people are not very strong. They think they're very strong, but they're not. They're not even strong. They don't seem to care about the truth. And the reason why they don't seem to care about the truth is because they don't even have what it takes to understand the truth, right? So they cannot care about the truth because they don't have what it takes to understand the truth. They just care about survival. You live with these people. There are very few people who are like you in this world, like very, very few. You might find that you meet maybe 3-4 people who are like you. If you don't lock yourself in your room all the time. Some of you have never met anyone like you. Maybe online, maybe, but you've never met those kind of people in real life. You're different. You can say that the world is sick. You can see that there's so much suffering in the world just because people don't think right. They're not able to see the truth. They're not able to see things as they are. This video is for you. I've noticed that a lot of people who are operating at a high level of consciousness, they've had so much in their lives that they are unable to be themselves. See, in the past, people who are operating at a high level of consciousness, they will be unalived for operating at a high level of consciousness. You live in a country where everyone believes nonsense, but your eyes are open. You become the target. And it was okay to unalive someone like you. See? Back then, the one that was able to see in a world full of blind people was considered a sinner. And the punishment for sin was death. Even now, the one that can see is a sinner, but the punishment for sinning is in death. You're just not going to be treated well. You're just not going to be understood. You might end up being alone, feeling like there's something wrong with you, judging yourself, wishing that you were like everyone else because you're different. And you're not being treated right for being different. So you end up giving up on yourself. You end up feeling like, I'm nothing. I'm nothing. I mean, look at how that person treated me in the past. If I was something important, I wouldn't have been treated like that. Hey, my parents used to say this about me. My sister used to say this about me. She said that I'll never be anything. She said I'll always be a nobody. She said that there's something wrong with me. She said that no one will ever, ever love me. No one will ever, ever understand me. And that broke me. Because I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be understood. I wanted to connect with people. So the people who were supposed to love me the people that I expected to encourage me weren't encouraging me, and because of that, I gave up. It's not easy to be strong if you are misunderstood. If when you are with a group of people, you can feel like you feel like you're the old one. Like you can sense that you're different, and they can sense that you're different. Maybe they don't want to be around you. Maybe they're always gossiping about you. Maybe they laugh at you. You have done nothing wrong, but they don't get you. They can sense that you're different. It's not easy to remain strong. You've been betrayed a lot in your life. You don't do the betraying. You've always been solid. You've always been a good friend. But people betrayed you. You've always tried to do the right thing. But the world didn't treat you the way that you felt you deserved to be treated. And because of that, you feel alone. You feel like you're not good enough. You feel like you're in the wrong path. Some of you even feel like ending things because you're tired. You've been through a lot. This video is for you. People are not operating at the same level of consciousness. You are in a hell realm. In this realm, people who are ignorant, these are the kind of people who thrive. Because they are doing exactly what the Matrix, whatever you want to call this world, call it the Matrix, call it a simulation, call it a hell realm, call it whatever. Listen, the people who are ignorant are doing exactly what this Matrix wants them to do, what the gatekeepers want them to do, what the archons want them to do. So, this feels like home to them. They feel like they're on the right path. You're different. When something is wrong, you can see that, no. You see, you are so conscious that you can see the truth. You see, remember what I told you in the beginning? I said only the truth can set you free. You are so conscious that you are able to see the truth. But the people around you ain't as conscious as you are, so they can't see the truth, and you are outnumbered. So of course, they ain't gonna treat you right. Of course, they're not gonna understand you. Does that mean that you must give up? Or that should only be a sign that something is wrong with the world? Listen, man, if you are a truth seeker and you truly care about the truth, and you live with people who don't care about the truth, you will know that you are actually doing what you are supposed to be doing as a person who was born in a realm that they do not understand, but that feels more like a prison. You are trying to figure out what's going on, and they're not. So you are actually on the right path. So other people being ignorant should be a sign that something is wrong with this realm, and you are on the right path. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yes, it's not easy, dealing with people who behave like NPCs. Dealing with people who are not treating other people well, who are not treating you well. I mean, they'll treat you worse than they're treating other people, because they see themselves in other people. They don't see themselves in you. You're too different. They've never seen anything like you. When you were a kid, you got bullied a lot because you were so different. You ain't no punk. You just saw them different, that you were alone, and they sensed that you were alone. You see, they are programmed to go against people like you. They don't even know why they go against people like you, but they are programmed to go against people like you. It's like once they see someone like you, something is activated. Something within is activated, and they start to hate you. They start to feel like they must go against you. They start to feel like they must make your life hard. You think the matrix will make it easy for someone like you to wake up? No, it wouldn't. Why would it? The matrix wants you to become like everyone else. See, it needs you. You're conscious, bro. Why wouldn't it need you? It already, it's already controlling the other people who are operating at a very low level of consciousness. It needs you to operate at a low level of consciousness too. That's why it wants to make you angry. That's why it wants you to be traumatized. There are people that you can't even forgive because they've hurt you. Like, you can't believe what they've done. You just can't. It's unbelievable. Yes. That's what the matrix wants. It wants you to operate at a low level of consciousness. Because here's the thing. There are people that you hate, like, I hate that person. Yeah. Got you. You are actually coming down to the level of the people that you hate. This person, I did everything for them and they betrayed me. Yes. That's why you must protect your energy. There was this story that I was following. Craziest story ever. There was this young boy who used to steal a lot. One day he decided to go and steal from this other house. He thought there was no one there, but when he got inside, he found two elderly couple, and he unalived them. Took their car. And after unaliving them, he tried to burn their bodies, took their cars, drove away because he was scared. He caused an accident and the car flipped over. He got outside and ran. A month later, after the police have investigated, they were able to link the crime to him. So, yeah, they arrested him. And he said he was innocent. He said he was not alone. He was with his friend. And his friend is actually the one who unalived the couple. He only drove the car, blah, blah, blah. But because they didn't find the fingerprint of his friend in the car, they arrested him. But he maintained his innocence. Like, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent. The daughter of the elderly couple ended up believing him that he is innocent. So she would visit him in prison. She would give him money sometimes. She would also, try to, do whatever in her power for him, because he was given, I think he was given 28 years. She was doing everything in her power to for his sentence to be reduced. And he ended up doing 20 years. When he got outside of prison, she employed him as her gardener. He worked for her for about a year until he robbed her. He robbed her because she sold something for 10K, and he ended up knowing about that. So he, entered a room and he took the 10K. And she found out about that and she got angry, so she fired a nigga. After she fired him, he came back a month later and unalived her because he felt betrayed. Look, even if he didn't steal, she was there for him. She's helped him. And he was accused of unaliving her parents. You see? She was so good to him that it didn't make any sense that he would feel angry. And chances are, he's the one who stole it. He's the one who stole the money. The story is unbelievable, right? She was so damn kind to this person. So kind. But he ended up unaliving her. Why am I telling you this? Some of y'all who are operating at a high level of consciousness, you don't understand that you are in a hell realm. You don't understand that you're dealing with beings that are less conscious than you are, right? These beings operate like animals, bruh. Like, it needs to get to a point where you should stop being too damn humble. It needs to get to a point where you protect your energy. You see, no matter how conscious you are, I don't really think you are here to save the NPCs. So let's say you believe that you were sent here to save the world. I don't think you were here to save those who are less conscious than you. I think you were here to save those who are like you. So you must protect yourself from those who are not like you at all cost. Like, protect your energy at all cost. You see, when you protect your energy, you become stronger. You can feel it that you're stronger. You see, when you've been hurt by people, you feel weaker, right? You'll be watching a TV show and you find that something that happened to you in real life is what's happening in the TV show, and then it reminds you of what happened to you. You lose focus and you're angry, you're triggered, right? Someone tells a similar story that happened, or someone looks like the person who has hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, you become weaker because you didn't protect your energy. People are cruel here. People are operating in a very low level of consciousness. The mistake that a lot of people who are conscious make is that they trust these NPCs. They trust these people who are operating at a low level of consciousness instead of protecting their energy. You need to get your power back. People are cruel. What you should be focusing on is figuring out what the truth is. Yes, there are some things that you are starting to understand, but there is still a lot more to understand. Focus on that. Focus on interacting with like-minded people. The people that you can see that, okay, this person is trying to figure out what the truth is. You know, focus on interacting with this kind of people. You don't necessarily need to form relationship with them, but you can communicate with them, because relationships are being used to bring us down now, right? The forces that are controlling this realm are actually using relationships to bring us down. You know, that's why you find that there's a war between men and women. You know, white people, black people. You know, people in South Africa, people in Zimbabwe, people in Nigeria. You know what I mean? Like this. So, it's good to protect your energy at all costs. If they call you selfish, it's still fine. The focus is you freeing yourself, but doing what you need to be doing to inspire others to also free themselves. It's not about, you know, building strong relationships, strong friendships. It's not about being the kindest person, you know, like, yeah, I gotta be kind, hey, love and light and all that. That's not. The focus should be you figuring out what the truth is. In the end, every person is their own savior. See, when you pass away, you're going to find yourself dealing with whatever you'll be dealing with alone. You're not going to be dealing with what you'll be dealing with your friends, with the people that you formed strong relationship with. You're going to be dealing with these things alone. That is why the main focus should be you figuring out what the truth is, so that no matter where you find yourself, you'll be able to stand up for yourself. You won't find yourself getting manipulated. But you will only be strong enough to conquer whatever you would have to deal with if you protected your energy while you were still here. Like, focus more on protecting your energy and finding out what the truth is, rather than being a good person. That doesn't really make people better. You see, a lot of people think that if you are kind to people all the time, like you're the nicest person, everyone compliments you, like, wow, that's the nicest person. Like, that's good. Like, yeah, kindness is contagious, blah, blah, blah. You're dealing with demons here, bro. They take your kindness for weakness, for real. They will take your kindness for weakness. And when you ain't looking and you trust them, you see, the lady thought she was, doing the right thing by helping the guy. But what did he do? Like, what he did is unbelievable. But that's the thing, though. We have been betrayed by people that we trusted, and we can't believe that they, you know what I mean? You'll be like, you, out of all people, you are the one who betrayed. Like, out of everyone else, you betray me. Like, I don't understand if this person betrayed me, if that person betrayed me, but you, out of all people, you know how much energy you lose when someone that you have trusted so much betrays you. You lose a lot of energy. It's going to take a very long time for you to regain your energy. Right? It's going to take a very long time for you to regain your energy, because you've trusted people who are operating at a low level of consciousness. You believe that they can change, they can be better. No. Sometimes you teach people lessons by not being too kind to them. You don't teach people less. In fact, people who are operating at a low level of consciousness, the best way to teach them lessons is by not being kind to them. They usually treat you well when you are not kind to them. That's the language they understand. Selfishness is the language that they understand. That's when they get to respect you. When you are kind to them, that's because everything is upside down, and people who are operating at a low level of consciousness, they are being controlled by the matrix. So to them, kindness signals weakness. Selfishness signals strength. You see? Everything is upside down. So you can't save these people by being super kind, by being super nice. Protect your energy. Focus on figuring out what the truth is. Because you also need to save yourself. In fact, you need to save yourself first before you can save everyone else. You need to find out what the truth is first before you can tell everyone what the truth is. You see? And you ain't finding out what the truth is if you are stressing about some girl that broke your heart, some girl that cheated with your best friend. Yeah, that's what happens in this realm, brother. That's what happens. Especially to you. Like, that's the type of shit that should happen to you. Why? Because you're operating at a very high level of consciousness. The matrix wants to bring you down. Back then, the people who were like you were getting unalived. These days, people who are like you are traumatized. People who are like you are depressed. They can't believe that they went through the things that they went through. People who are like you, some of them ended up themselves. Why? Because they've experienced a lot of BS. And they didn't know how conscious they were. They didn't know how right they were. They took themselves for granted. They judged themselves by the standards of this world. If people don't like me, if this person cheats on me, if this person betrays me, it means that I'm nothing. I told you that the world is upside down. In fact, the worse the world treats you, the more you should actually feel, special. The more you should feel like you are this powerful being, because everything is upside down. The more people target you, the more, if you find that you experience things that other people don't experience, you're like, damn, how did something like this happen? What caused this to happen? You're different. You're operating at a high level of consciousness. The matrix is attacking you. You know, the matrix is not the way that it was. So it's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of wisdom for you to actually rise. That is why you must keep on operating at a high level of consciousness. It doesn't matter if you believe that you were chosen by God to come here and save the world. It doesn't matter if you believe that you just became conscious, you know, because that's what you care about. It doesn't matter if you believe that you've been here so many times before, so you're an old soul, that's why you're more conscious than everyone else. This video is for you, you know. This video is for the people who believe that they are different. Not people who believe that they're different. I mean, people who can say that they're different. If you are different, you know that you're different. You know, are you special? You can believe whatever you want to believe about that. It doesn't really matter. But you know if you're different, you know. Because some people be like, yeah, you're not special, blah, blah, blah. No one is special. Yeah, it's fine. But if you're different, you're different. And you know that you're different. So this video is for you. The world will constantly try to bring you down. The world will be against you. And you can feel that the world is always been against you. Since you were little, it seems like the world is against you. You know, you look at what's happening in your life, it seems like the world is against you. You clicked on this video because you are different. It means there are some things that you were searching on YouTube that's related to these kind of topics. And YouTube suggested this video. A lot of people are watching pranks on YouTube. They're watching animal videos on YouTube. They are watching soccer on YouTube. You know, they're watching influencers on YouTube. In South Africa, the most popular YouTube channels are channels of influencers, you know. Yeah, I just bought this car, you know, and you find that these people are lying, right? They just rent these cars and buy, yeah, I just bought this car, you know, you can do it too. I'm 23 years old and I'm already a millionaire. You can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it. You find that they're lying. They are getting sponsors everywhere and they're lying, right? You know, they're lying to people because they want views. Find that people watch these influencers because they don't really have much to do, and they don't really care about the truth. They don't really care about setting themselves free, so they follow these influencers, and these influencers are controlled by those who you know, who don't really care about us, who don't want us to evolve, who don't want us to reach high levels of consciousness, who want us to focus on nonsense. You know, these are people with money. You think these people want us to reach high levels of consciousness? Nope. So, yeah. Find that these influencers are just following these people. I mean, you find that a lot of people are following these influencers, and these influencers are controlled by these people that are told what to say, what to do. You know, there's a reason why when you watch award shows, people are doing the craziest things. Like now, it's a competition of who's gonna do the craziest thing, who's gonna get everyone talking. Have you realized that? There's a reason why Jaden Smith was wearing a house. He's not an idiot. He's wearing a house because he wanted y'all to talk. Kanye's wife was naked so that you talk. And you see these celebrities wearing things that don't make sense. You're like, oh, it's a humiliation ritual. Not really. You know, they just want you to talk. They just want you to focus on these celebrities. It's all about who can get a lot of people talking. To these people, there's no such thing as bad publicity. As long as you're talking about them, they are good. They are valued by their employers, the people who are running the show. These people are like, oh, now they're talking about Justin Bieber. You see how Justin Bieber looked? Yeah, now they're talking about it. And then Justin Bieber goes online like, yeah, they're talking about me now. Kodak Black in the street eating meat. Talking about him. Brilliant. This reminds me of this movie. Since I forgot the name of the movie, but these people were put in small rooms where they weren't allowed to go out, and there were cameras everywhere. Like many people were put in different rooms, right? For these people to be given food, the kind of food that they want, the kind of entertainment that they want, they should do crazy things to get more views. So they were being watched, right? They were being watched by people. And the ones who were getting more views, they were the ones who were maybe being given food, being given water, being given internet and all these things that they wanted. So people had to do crazy things. Some people had to dance, get people to pay attention. Some people have to do some messed up things to themselves so that people, it's the same thing that's happening in Hollywood. They're not doing crazy things because it's humiliation rituals and all that nonsense. No, not really. It's about you. You gotta watch what they're doing. And sometimes to get your attention, they have to do the craziest shit. Isn't that obvious? These are the kind of people that a lot of NPCs be following. A lot of people who don't care about the truth. It's like that everywhere. You must ask yourself why a lot of people who are pursuing truth, a lot of people who are living right, a lot of people that we can learn a lot from, we rarely hear about these people. The ones that are doing ridiculous things that you hear about all the time. The ones who are doing the right things, the ones who are saving the world, even though you can't really save this world. But yeah, you don't get to hear anything about them. That should tell you something. Everything is upside down. So of course, as the chosen one, as a person who's operating at a high level of consciousness, you ain't gonna have a nice time here. There's a reason why most of you are like, I don't want to have kids. There's a reason why a lot of you are like, I hate this 9 to 5 thing, bro. There's a reason why a lot of you are like, I want to be alone, man. There's a reason why a lot of you are like, hey, I'm tired, man. You're trying to, figure out if astral projection works. Lucid dreaming. Are there other realms? Are there parallel universes here? Can I control my reality? Like now you're tired of this reality. It's no longer making sense to you. So you're trying to figure out what's possible because this is not making sense to you anymore. You're different. And your life wasn't going to be easy. So you shouldn't beat yourself up if you're traumatized, if you've been through hell, if you've been betrayed by a lot of people and you start to blame yourself and you say, oh, it was all my fault. It was not your fault at all. You were actually doing the right thing. You were doing things right. It's just that you are in a hell realm, and in a hell realm, things work the way that they're working now. It's the ones who can set people free who will go through a lot. It's the ones who keep people ignorant who will enjoy themselves. a matrix will always reward those who are doing what it wants them to do. And it's always going to punish those who are doing what it doesn't want them to do. That's how it works, and it should be obvious to everyone by now. If you're going to be different, you're going to be judged for being different. If you're going to ask questions, you're going to be judged for asking questions. You're like, yeah, where are we? Why are things like this? And they'll be like, are you depressed? You're like, what? Dude, you cannot say that I'm depressed because of us. Where are we? Like, I mean, we are alive, and we're in a world that we don't understand. So shouldn't I ask where we are? How is that a bad thing? How is that a sign of depression? Hey, you're depressed. This person is showing signs of depression. They're asking, you know what I mean? It's because you're not supposed to ask questions. And think about it. Isn't asking questions the most logical thing to do in a world that you do not understand, in a world that no one understands? Shouldn't you be asking questions? But you're demonized for asking questions. If you are depressed because you have so many unanswered questions, you are the problem. Now, that's what they believe. You are the problem. You must be like everyone else. Don't you see that everyone else is going to church? Everyone else is praising God. You don't love Jesus. Just find Jesus, I'm telling you, I was struggling until I found Jesus. So you must find Jesus too. And you're like, what the hell? So you are telling me that I must believe in some being that I've never experienced or that I've never seen. And that's when things will go well for me? I mean, I don't think things are going well for y'all. It's just that, yes, you're doing better than me because maybe you are being accepted everywhere, being judged the way that I'm being judged, but that's it, Other than that, you're doing horribly, because think about it. You have to pray, you have to fast, you have to go to church, you have to pay tithe and all that, and you mustn't do some things like that. A lot of things that you're not supposed to do. You mustn't, seek for truth. You mustn't ask questions and all. Like, I don't feel like that's good. So yes, I'm outnumbered, and that sucks, but it's better. It's better to be outnumbered than following a wrong group. You'd rather walk alone than follow the wrong group. It's better. So yeah, you're gonna be a lone wolf. Unless you find like-minded people. Some people are good at connecting with the right people. That's good too. Depends on what matters to you. But what I would say is that you must train yourself to be okay with being alone. You don't know what you're gonna face after this. If you always need people, if you always need validation, if you can't be by yourself the whole day, you start missing people when you're by yourself the whole day. You feel like you gotta text people, you gotta call people and all that. I don't know. You don't know where you're going. That's the thing. Maybe after you've exited this realm, you're going to be dealing with demons that are going to be shape-shifting, and they're going to be trying to manipulate you in so many different ways. So if you can't be by yourself, you will want to, roll with these shape-shifting demons. Even in this realm, it kind of feels like that, doesn't it? Did you ever feel like you're meeting the same person over and over again and they're taking different forms? Like, there's so many things that we don't understand about the world, but sometimes it does feel like that. Like, people ain't that different. It's like, you have met this person before. Like, yeah, I've met this person in my ex before, Now they are my friend, but it's the same fucking person. It's the same person. Yeah. Maybe people can shapeshift, who knows? But you gotta learn to be alone and be okay being by yourself. That's when you're truly powerful. You shouldn't be needing other people, you shouldn't be asking for approval, all that. You're gonna suffer a lot if you're going to be seeking for other people's approval. Like, train yourself to be okay being by yourself. Learn to do things by yourself. You still don't know what this real means. That's the truth. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. And I really mean anything. Like, at this point, anything is possible. You could be in a world where everyone is an actor and you're the only one who's real. I'm not trying to scare you, but anything is possible. You could be the only prisoner here and only dealing with non-player characters. Anything is possible. You could be dealing with demons, shape-shifting demons. Anything is possible. Like in the movie, TV series, The Good Place. Yep. So keep your eyes open. You're on the right path. Keep growing. Keep reaching higher levels of consciousness. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Support this channel. Because sometimes, yes, it feels like even if you don't subscribe, that's good. Like, no, it support what you believe in. Let's help this channel grow, and let's keep on growing together. Thank you all, guys.